Thank you, House Chair. Honourable President, I deliver this speech on behalf of the President of the ACDP, Reverend Kenneth Meshwe, that is having connectivity issues. Last week, many people across the continent of Africa celebrated Africa Day, and more particularly, the political emancipation we now have, and some of the progress that has been made in the quest for economic freedom. In the midst of these celebrations, we debated Africa Day in the House last Wednesday, with the theme, Building a Better Africa and a Better World. Among the things that Reverend Meshwe then said was that Africa desperately needed visionary leaders who would bring positive changes to the economic prospects of their countries. The Building a Better Africa theme was expected to be further explored at the Pan-African Parliament this week. It was due to discuss how Africa could be more competitive on the global stage and increase its contribution to the global economy. Shamefully, the chaotic scenes that subsequently ensued will be etched in the annals of our history. We saw some so-called honourable members shouting and screaming at one another, and others pushing members around. Some even made death threats, while others desperately called for the police to be brought in. The chief whip of the majority party was shamefully assaulted when she tried to intervene. The scenes that played out before the world and before our impressionable youth were utterly disgraceful and unacceptable. A full inquiry and accountability is required. Honourable President, as we said last week, Africa needs new leaders of integrity who display servant leadership, understand stewardship of state resources, and who will honour God in all they do. On a different note, the trend of seeing the wheels come off many of our departments is a cause for serious concern. If it's not load shedding, it's a water shortage somewhere. Families should not be told they cannot bury their loved ones because the mortuary has been without water for days, as happened in a Germiston government mortuary this past week. Bereaved families are being traumatized as a result of bad service delivery and have to wait for long periods for post-mortem results. This cannot be allowed to continue. Honourable Minister, the ACDP would also like to know why government plans to disarm law-abiding citizens and deny them the right to own a firearm to defend themselves and their families from violent criminals. This is wrong, Honourable President. Why then, on the other hand, is the budget for VIP protection services being increased and the police minister walks around surrounded by protection officers carrying semi-automatic rifles while the budget for visible policing is being reduced, making vulnerable communities an easy target for criminals? These anomalies do not say government cares or encourage our citizenry to feel safer. Government needs to accept its primary responsibility, that is to protect its citizens and to ensure our citizens are protected by enabling them to protect themselves. I thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Member.